Hey guys, what's up? And in today's video, I have a Final Fantasy 15 Chocobo guide, and basically it's just going to be about everything Chocobo. So let's get into it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was how to level up your Chocobo, and basically it's pretty easy to do this. All you have to do is just keep traveling distances, and you have to be traveling on your Chocobo for a certain amount of time. And the highest level for a Chocobo is 10, and in order to get to 10, you have to be riding your Chocobo for about 30 minutes. And as you're leveling up your Chocobo, it's pretty cool because you're able to learn new abilities for him and your stamina increases every time. But the cool thing about the abilities is it can actually help you in battle, and it can learn like a stat dance where it can give you boosts and stuff. It's pretty cool. So just make sure instead of taking the regalia, you take your Chocobo because it's pretty beneficial just to have it leveled up from when you start to do races so you have higher stamina and to help you in battle if you need it. On the map right here, this is the Malachi Hills, and it has the Chocobo Outpost for anybody who was wondering. And right here in front of the little restaurant area, this is the guy Wiz. He's pretty much the one you want to talk to for all like things Chocobo. And he's the one that gives you a lot of quests for Chocobos too. Right here you can see on my completed that I completed all 4 of the Chocobo quests, and you have to complete all of his quests if you want all types of different colored feathers for your Chocobo. That right there is the Rent-A-Bird. You will find it at every outpost, and that's pretty much how you call your Chocobo if you want to ride it wherever you are. This woman right here, she's the one you talk to if you want to customize or buy things for your Chocobo. When you buy things, you're pretty much just buying a lot of like stat boost for the stamina, the galloping, and for when they glide in the air. You can also use these for the races. I definitely recommend it if you're not too confident about racing. Now the customization is pretty cool because you can name it, color it, and give it a medal. These are all my colors that I have right now because I completed all the quests so far. I do really like it. I think it's a really nice color selection. I like the purple the best. For the medals, you pretty much put them on your Chocobo's belt after you complete a bunch of races. And it's just like things that increase your Chocobo's intelligence and to make them more bold. It's more of like a characteristic thing more than something that will actually be helpful. It's kind of cool though just to put them on its belt just to show that you have won like a lot of races and stuff. So if you walk across the street from the little Chocobo area, you'll see that there is a Chocobo race section. And the races are really cool because that is how you get all the medals and stuff. Right here I have me racing Ignis. Um, I know a lot of people struggled. I've seen like a lot of guides put up on how to beat Ignis and Iris. I still haven't beat her. I'm just waiting to get to level 10 to beat her because I know you need a lot of stamina because her Chocobo sprints constantly. But I have a guide for beating Ignis. It's pretty easy. So the first thing you want to do is you want to just make sure that your Chocobo is a high level. Like right now I have level 8. And you just want to make sure that the stamina bar is high enough because you will need that. And right in this race, what I'm doing is I'm actually doing a thing called Chocobo like dashing or drifting. And what you do is after your Chocobo is like done galloping, what you want to do is you want to press the LT or L2 button. And it's cool because your Chocobo will actually do a slide like mine's doing. And the slide is pretty much like a propulsion device. Like the Chocobo will just like propel itself like really straight ahead. And it kind of gives you like a really good advantage because as you can see on the minimap, Ignis is like trailing behind me basically. And what you want to do is you just want to make sure that you're not wasting all your stamina. Like after you're finished with the glide, what you want to do is you just want to walk a tiny bit and let it regain some of the stamina bar because if you don't, as you're like galloping, what will happen is you'll actually just keep running out of stamina because the more you use it, then the more stamina it's going to use up. That's why right there you can see I'm just trotting a little bit because I know I'm way ahead of him and I know that he can't get like in front of me. So that's just something you always want to keep in mind. And always after the dash, never press LT or L2 really hard because what can happen is it'll kind of just make your Chocobo slam on like a brake kind of, and you don't want that to happen. And the other thing you never want to do is jump because when you're jumping, it actually just wastes time. It's not going to help you with anything. Because after the glide, what will happen is when you're in the air, it just kind of wastes time. And the longer you're in the air, then the more time it becomes slower and you actually lose speed. And you don't really regain as much stamina in the air either. That's why there's really no point in doing that. I mean, sometimes it can be helpful for when you're versing Prompto or Gladio, but I really don't recommend doing that. So right here, I am about to beat Ignis. As you guys can see, it really isn't that difficult. Just as long as you follow my tips, you should be fine with everything. And so with all that said, that is all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this Chocobo guide, please leave a like, subscribe, a comment. It would really help out the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.